Throughout the first 2 seasons of Rings of Power, Amazon have been clubbing the audience over the head with hints that the stranger may be Gandalf, with all the subtlety of a sledgehammer to the face. He quotes Gandalf. He has Gandalf quoted to him. He's a grand elf. He's looking for a Gand, and so on. Despite this, there are several very good reasons why this character absolutely shouldn't be Gandalf. To start with, it's a total contradiction of how Tolkien described the character. Gandalf arrived in Middle-earth by ship in the Third Age, was focused on the West, and ventured seldom into the East. If making this character Gandalf is fan service, then who are the fans being serviced? Certainly not those who've read the books. The second and more important issue is the plot burden created by this. Given we know quite a lot about Gandalf in the Third Age, any invented adventures he might have in the Second Age come with a huge amount of baggage. He has to survive, he has to remain good, and so on. Consider the events at the end of Season 1, where Isildur was supposedly killed. Nobody feared for Isildur, there was no emotional investment in his supposed death, because everybody knew that he survived. Knowing exactly what's going to happen makes the story boring. For a show that basically turned its Season 1 plot into a total dumpster fire for the sake of creating a mystery, making this character Gandalf is totally counterproductive. Instead of generating mystery, it creates a minefield of canon that the writers have to work around and towards while writing for this character, risking alienating themselves even further from the source material and its fans. The other side of this coin is the lost potential of exploring characters like the Blue Wizards, who exist at the periphery of Tolkien's work. So far, these types of characters and stories have been the biggest strength of the Rings of Power, with characters such as Adar and the backstory of the creation of Mordor providing nuance and a chance to explore the more mysterious parts of Tolkien's legendarium. Gandalf is total anathema to this, a character who has already been explored in great depth, thrown into a totally incongruous setting where every outcome must be predetermined by the known future of the character. Basically, the writers will lose all opportunity for originality and the ability to tell their own story within the scope of Tolkien's world for the sake of a slightly familiar face. Of course, this isn't to say that the stranger isn't Gandalf, just that he shouldn't be. It certainly wouldn't be the first mistake that Amazon have made in the Rings of Power. But I suspect that they will maintain the mystery around this character, letting people think what they will of his identity, while not committing to any specific path that would limit their options.